I'm the Witch of Jasmine, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading for Cancer Suns. How are you guys doing? You having a good Cancer season? I hope you are. I guess we'll find out with this reading. My too. Sorry. Oh, we've got 2 oracle cards. Oh, that's pretty rare. Okay. Moving on to our tarot cards. Oh, whoa, wait. It was that one. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay. So as I'm shuffling out these cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths. They're coming out very quickly, but this is some interesting little energy here. I'm actually getting really curious what this is about now. Well, I guess I'm always curious, but okay, I'm trying to say, as I'm shuffling these cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths and to ground yourself. Oh. I feel like these cards are messy today. Why are they so messy right now? I don't know. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. Trying to decide. Because usually when we have an extra card here, I mean, 99% of the time it's one of these. I rarely get an extra oracle card here. So usually I kind of wait until later in the reading to flip this, but because it's an oracle card, I think, yeah, we'll just flip both of them over now. So we'll start with this one. We've got Truth Be Told. And then for this one, we have Happy Happy. Oh, I love this card. This is a good one. I mean, they're all good. I shouldn't say that, but this is an extra good one. Okay. Let's dive into our tarot card. I almost said tarot. Our tarot cards. We've got Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Hierophant, King of Wands, Strength reversed, the Hermit, and the Wheel reversed. So I'm seeing this reading as like a gradient from like here to here. But what I actually mean by that is that I don't know why it feels like a gradient, but it's just a chronological reading, which is pretty common. So with my chronological readings, if you're new to my channel, that means this happens, then this, then this. And because this is a general reading, I can't say for sure what part of the timeline you are in, so you can kind of insert yourself wherever you're at. So yeah, that being said, we're going to start just with this whole section right here. We've got Knight of Pentacles reversed, which is about not working properly towards something. It could mean, in this specific context, I do feel like this is kind of a, I don't like this word, but laziness. Whatever you're working towards, you're not putting in the hard work that you need to be putting in. And I mostly think that because of this Strength reversed card. which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a lack of strength. I personally believe that if there is any laziness that you might be feeling, there's always some sort of root cause for it, right? And I think in this case, it might be this lack of strength within you, which when we talk about strength with the strength card, it's usually more like inner strength, confidence, things like that. I mean, I think that there's just some things within yourself that lead you to think that you can't work towards your goals or achieve your goals, that you're not strong enough to, you're not whatever enough to. But we have this truth be told card here, which is about admitting that, you know? I mean, how can you fix a problem if you won't even admit that the problem exists, right? So I think with this little section right here, I think it's just saying that, you know, these goals that you're trying to, well, maybe not even trying to, just wanting to achieve, but you're not putting in the work for it or whatever, not doing enough maybe. The best way to move on from this is to be honest with yourself and say like, yeah, I'm not putting in the work towards this, or I'm not doing things with my full potential because of this reason, because I feel this way. So I think once you can address this and kind of work on this part within yourself, then we can work towards moving on, right? Work towards making that progress, right? And getting what it is that you want. So we've got over here next the Hermit as well as the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is all about doing things in a very traditional way, sticking to the beaten path, right? So I think once you've gotten this down and you're going to start working towards whatever it is that you want to be working towards, I think your best bet would be to do things that are the way that everybody else does it, right? Not unconventional. Doing things the conventional way, the typical way. I think that's what you should do, as well as with this Hermit card. The Hermit is about taking time to yourself and not completely isolating, but isolating to an extent. I think having some alone time with yourself to really consider what it is that you want and come up with a good plan of how to get there is really what you need to be doing. Yeah, this kind of like contemplation / maybe some planning, keeping in mind that this, whatever steps you decide to take or whatever path you decide to go down, your best bet is doing it just in a traditional way. So then in our last little section here, we've got King of Wands above the Wheel reversed. So King of Wands, you know, Wands energy is all about, it's associated with a fire element, right? It's that fiery energy, that passion and creativity and hard work and all of that. And King of Wands is somebody who is a master at that, you know? He's really good at doing things in a very methodical way, working very hard, but in a balanced way, not overworking, doing things in the most efficient way, using his full potential and all of his power to get what it is that he wants. So I think just channeling this King of Wands energy would be very helpful for you once you get to this point. We do also have the Wheel reverse though. So the wheel is a very old pagan symbol for life, and how just like a wheel can turn up and down, life also has its ups and downs, right? And it's a reminder that the wheel of life is constantly spinning. So, you know, if you're in a low point, it means that at some point you will be at a high point. And then once you get to a high point, at some point you're going to be at a low point, you know? It constantly is like that. So it's a reminder, especially when it's reversed. When it's reversed, it does more so mean that you're in that low point. It's usually an indicator of that. But every time I see the wheel reversed, I always feel like it's more so saying that when you are in those low points, the wheel's gonna keep turning, you know? It's gonna keep going. At some point, your situation will change and get better. And yeah, it'll probably get more difficult again, but then it'll get better again. So it's a reminder to not let yourself get stuck in those low points. Just a reminder that it will keep turning. It will just keep going. That's just the way that life is, you know? So it's about maintaining this King of Wands energy into that next chapter, even when it gets rough. Because I think that's where real growth happens, right? Is in the uncomfortable times, in the difficult times. And then, of course, lastly here, we have this happy, happy card, which is exactly what it sounds like. Just good energy, you know? And I don't mean to be vague and say like, oh, well, it'll all work out and you'll be happy. But that's kind of what it says. So, I mean, what else can I say? It's, I think you'll be in a much happier position than over here. You know, I think even though this isn't just something you fix in one day or in 1 month, right? It's, you know, when it comes to confidence and strength and things like that, I think that's something you have to work on your whole life. But I think going through this whole situation, this whole change will leave you at least in a happier place. I think it's just much better vibes over here. Even when this wheel is, you know, still at the low point, I think you'll overall be better. It'll be easier for you to navigate those things when you have that strength and confidence with yourself. So if you know me and you know my readings, I never just leave you with a perfect, happy fairy tale ending. I wish I could, but that's just not life. But that is a very nice card to see. So anyway, my Cancer suns. I think this is exciting. I think this is definitely a lot to take in, but I think it's very good. I think this will be very transformative, and I love to see that. So I hope that this helped you, gave you some clarity. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can leave a comment or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. The best place to reach out to me is on my TikTok. You can find me on there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!